Good evening. What I'd like to talk to you tonight, guys, as we move into the second week, is to see where some of the things I asked you to do are at, and kind of give you a little preview of what I want to do this week and how we want to get it done. So, what I did notice in the discussion that I asked people to put up and use that discussion board, I did ask everyone to say, what do you think is the biggest problem or the biggest problems we face in sport these days, in this business of sport? And it's almost universal, right? It's the pandemic. And that was, I think, the common theme that we saw all the way through. And we have seen, actually, in the sport world, some of the most public and visible adjustments that businesses have made. And we're going to see that coming out in their business results and in how they do business and how things are organized as we go forward. So one of the things I think I will do the rest of this week is I'm going to actually start inserting the material that I think we need to look at as we go forward. One of the things I think we're going to look at is how particularly we've just seen it in the football season, how they're coping with the loss of ticket sales. And actually, we're going to find out, I think, that didn't affect them as much as we might have thought. So that's one thing we can look at. The other thing I hope you did look at is that kind of maybe interesting and rapid fire view of accounting. And that, I think, was important so we understand the business basics behind this. I realize a lot of people don't seem to have had a lot of accounting background or finance background, and these are things that are going to help you. So that being said, I will proceed on that basis, and now I know where to go and how to move forward with some of the things we want to do. Now, what I thought I could do tonight is I actually have a trick question for you. And this is my trick question. If anybody would like to answer it, I will put together a little space for you to do it. It's going to require you either to do some digging or some thinking, but I think it will help you get into the idea of what sport finance is all about and how we have to do things, okay? So, the question is this. Follow along closely. There's one game, scheduled game, every year. We know it's going to happen in a major sport league that is reputed to be the most valuable in terms of finances game to the winner in all of organized sport that takes place every single year. Now, listen to it carefully again. The game is worth the most direct financial benefit to the winning team every single year. It's on the schedule right now. What do you think it is? That's a kind of little teaser to get us going this week. But in order to do some digging on it, put your thinking cap on, think about where this question could take us, and then come up and post your answer. Can't be no guess is too ridiculous. No guess is too obvious. It's going to be a little bit of a challenge for you. And when we see it, and when we finally get to discussing the answer, I think we'll know why we asked the question. Okay? So thank you for your input in the first week. As I think I told you, that first week of that first unit is to come in to kind of sound us out and see where we are, see what the readiness level of all of us is to move into an area that may be actually somewhat unfamiliar to a lot of people. And having said that, now I've got a better idea, and I will take the bits and pieces I have ready and waiting to go, put them in, and we'll be able to move forward at a much faster pace, and I think a much more interesting pace. Okay? Thank you for your participation so far, and I'm looking forward to the rest of this week. Thank you.